I have an e-bike. Can you believe it? In this video, I will tell you all about it, give it a test on a pretty tough hill, and introduce you to the people who blessed me with it. So here she is. She's a Hyper E-Ride 700C 36-volt 6-speed e-bike with 3 levels of electric assist. She's got a fat seat and a nice rack. No, really, she's got this fat seat which keeps my fat seat comfortable, which I think is really cool, and I think this was added on by the previous owners. And she also has a very nice rear rack. So I haven't had a chance to ride it an awful lot yet, but according to the interwebs, it tops out at 20 miles per hour. The battery takes about 4 hours to charge, and she'll travel about 20 miles on a fully charged battery. This bike has both front and rear V-brakes, whatever that means, for enhanced stopping power, and a front suspension fork. Now, y'all know me, I'm not really in the know regarding all the specs and the technical numbers and stuff. I'm not really mechanically minded, I'm just passing on this information to those who care. So Scott, where did you get this thing? How did you settle on that one? I mean, this all seems a little sudden, like it kind of came out of nowhere. Well, that's because it did. See, what had happened was, there's this e-biking couple named Mike and Tracy. Their channel is Mike and Tracy's Adventures, and they are Joyful Trails subscribers who moved from California to South Carolina. Well, they made me an offer I couldn't refuse. You know? According to them, it was either give the bike to me or sell it on Facebook Marketplace. So I said, I'll take it. Thank you very much. You guys left the Golden State, and now here you are in the Palmetto State. How about that?
So, love it.
It's great.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about Greenville?
A lot slower pace, a lot less expensive, and there's a lot of stuff to do here.
Yeah.
Just looking at the frame, the design, that's what is called a step-through.
Yes.
Step through.
Now,
Yes.
you know, I am a man of a certain age, and so when I was a kid, we would have called that a girl's bike.
Yeah.
Guilty.
And it's kind of a really pretty color as well.
Yeah.
So what are y'all trying to say? I mean,
I just wanted to decorate you a little bit. That's all. Put a little color in your life.
so you have this channel, Mike and Tracy's Adventures, and you've been doing some shorts, but you haven't done any long form videos in a while, and so head on over and look these guys up, and if you get enough subscribers by midnight tonight,
Okay.
then we want you to do a long form video to tell us all about your new e-bike.
Yes.
You have a
You got
new
it.
bike.
We do.
You have a new one coming.
Yes,
Do you already have it?
Not yet. It's coming on Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's the Volatrix Breeze 1. Yeah, it's about the same color as this one. So I'm just doing an upgrade, and it's beautiful.
It's really wild that before this week, you know, I had no idea that I was going to join the ranks of e-bikers. It's
Yeah.
like the whole e-biking world. I'm being, you guys are kind of helping me to be thrust into this thing. And I was looking at getting one sometime, maybe in the next year or so, and just kind of, as is my custom, just really take my time and research it a lot and think about it a lot and everything. But then y'all were like, hey, this is a great way for you to sort of get your feet wet.
Right. Yeah.
Sort of an entry kind of vehicle where you can figure out if, and I ain't gonna lie to you, your boy needs some help on the hills every now and then. Every once in a while, I'll hit one of those hills where I'm like,
Yeah.
Lord help me.
Uh-huh.
This is going to be awesome because
Yeah.
now we'll sort of have a small stable of bikes there in the
Yeah.
dining room.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
3. Gonna have 3 now. Wow.
Yeah.
What do you have any particular memory about this bike? Anything that comes to mind?
Well, one of my favorite memories, we went down to Coronado Island, down by San Diego, and I rode 42 miles over the weekend on this bike, and it was the most fun I had. So much fun. We took the ferry boat over to downtown, to the Gaslamp District, downtown San Diego, and we rode around San Diego down to the USS Midway ship down there.
To Petco Park.
Petco Park, all on that bike. It was so much fun, and thank goodness for the seat. It's a comfort seat. I can guarantee it is.
I could tell. And you know what? I love that now.
Yeah, it makes it more enjoyable. But just riding around an island on my e-bike, that was a great memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took it for a spin here at Unity Park and was really surprised by the power. I'm going to have to get used to that.
Yeah. Hang on tight.
Yeah. I don't want to abuse my power.
That's right. And unfortunately, the bike reminds you to wear a helmet.
It does.
I know that there's a sticker on the handlebars that, that if there's anything that I will always get comments about from folks from time to time, and sometimes they're not interested in a conversation about it. They just say, wear a helmet, period. Where's your helmet? That kind of thing. And so, I got some videos coming up where I'm going to be,
Good.
where I'm going to wear. Yeah.
see.
So we'll see how that goes.
There you
But it's been great to meet y'all. And
You too.
Been a pleasure.
we need some more video content. Like,
Okay.
you're here, you're settled.
Yep.
You mentioned that you're going to maybe get a new camera and start
Yes.
showing people all the cool stuff around Greenville.
We need to. We need
to
to.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a lot of cool stuff here.
Oh, there is a lot.
I think I sometimes take it for granted just because I've been here a long time.
Now that we have a good year under our belt, we're ready to explore now.
Okay, so I have found that the sweet spot for me, if I'm just out and I'm just wanting to do a little cruising, would be to keep the assist level on 2 and the speed all the way up on 6. But if I need to slow down, or if I'm in a congested area, y'all know how I feel about the kids and the strollers and the dogs. If I need to slow down and I'm in a congested area, then I would put the assist level down on 1 and bump the speed to about a 3 or a 4. It's taking a little bit of getting used to because this thing, when you first kick it in, it's got a little get up and go. Got a little oomph to it, as they say. Who they are, I don't know. Who says that? Have no idea. But yeah, that's taking a little bit of getting used to. When you're used to supplying all of your own power for the vast majority of 62 years on planet Earth, then all of a sudden you've got a motor on your bike. It's a little, I don't know, it's different. But I like it. A few things besides the motor that make this bike different from my Townie. This one has fenders. So I can ride in the rain or just after a rain and not get all muddy and wet. I could have ordered fenders for the Townie and had them installed over at the Trek shop here in Greenville, but just haven't done that yet. And it has a mirror. I'm not used to being able to see who's coming up behind me. That might come in handy. One other way that this bike is different from my Townie, after I'd had the Townie for a while, I broke the kickstand. Never have replaced it. I could have replaced it, but I don't know. I've just gotten used to leaning it against the car, leaning it against a tree. But this one does have a kickstand. So that's kind of nice. Another thing I've noticed is that when I get off the bike, I find myself swinging my leg up and over the seat as I would typically do with the Townie. It's habit, I know, force of habit. I think this could really come in handy on some of those trails that are the intermediate level trails that have some tough hills. As a matter of fact, there's a couple of tough hills around here. Right here close to where I live, near the Swamp Rabbit Trail, or as we call it, El Swamp Rabito. I'm lying. No one calls it that. No one except me. But yeah, let's go test this thing out on some hills. Now, these are hills that I have made it up these hills before, but I have to really have a mindset of determination. I have to really be thinking, you know what, I'm gonna do this because I really want to do it, dang it, and I'm gonna just really exert. And it's tough. These hills are tough to get up. When I'm bound and determined, I just kind of gut it out and make it happen, but there have been many times that I have just kind of given up and gotten off, and I've done the walk of shame. It's not really a walk of shame. I mean, sometimes you just don't want to be a hero, you know? Sometimes you just don't have anything to prove. Don't have to be out here trying to be a He-Man. Sometimes I will just get off and walk the bike up the rest of the hill. I'll get off about halfway and walk it up the hill. So let's see how the old hyper climbs these hills. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Level 1 assist. I'm on speed 6 over here on the right hand. This is a very long, gradual hill that gets pretty tough as you get near the top. Let's bump it up to number 2 already. Come down to, let's say, 4 over here on the right hand. We are approaching the point where I would typically, let's go to 3, where I would typically get off the bike. Let's go down to 3, 2, and 1. I would have to get off the bike and walk. And look at this. I mean, he's slowing down a little bit, but took that hill like a champ. Like a champ, baby. Yeah, I could see myself getting into e-bikes. What you talking about? But Scott, that's cheating. Look, you can take your opinions about cheating, and I would tell you what you could do with them, but I don't use that kind of language on YouTube. Or ever, really. I try not to. Well, I've seen everything I need to see as far as the hill test. There's a couple of other hills nearby over at the lake at Furman. People who live in the Greenville, South Carolina area will probably know what I'm talking about. I don't even need to go over there. I don't need to do that. Not today. Not today, Satan.
Amen.
I saw what I need to see.
Hey, as long as you're here, why don't you subscribe to the channel, bro? What we typically do here is full-length bike trail reviews. If that sounds like your jam, leave a subscribe, you know? You just press the button, it doesn't cost anything. Just like liking the video doesn't cost anything. Sharing the video with others who might like it, that doesn't cost anything. Leaving a comment below doesn't cost anything. But you know what does cost something? This mug. Yes, merch has dropped. We've got mugs. We've got magnets. Are you kidding me? A joyful trail. This is on my refrigerator. I had to go get it off the refrigerator. We've even got stickers. You know, I never thought I'd see the day that I would be hawking Joyful Trails knickknacks on the internet. But if you buy these things, it sends a few shekels my way to fund further adventures.
keep this thing going. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we're going to have some shirts and hats to offer before too long. I'll try not to talk about this very often, but now if you're watching on a TV, I don't know how you would buy these things, but if you're on a desktop or on your phone, there should be a merch shelf, they call it, down below, somewhere near the description box. You just click on what you want, give them your information, and then the merchandise comes to your house through the mail. It's a miracle. A big thank you to Mike and Tracy from Mike and Tracy's Adventures. I hope you guys are loving your new fancy pants smart e-bike. And thank you for blessing me with the Hyper. As for you, faithful viewer, if you see a man coming towards you on a trail, riding a baby blue girl's bike and having a blast, it might be me. See you next time on Joyful Trails. Get out there and try to find some joy in the journey.